right, just waiting for YouTube's janky ass notification. How the hell with it? Okay, we're back. I'm back. I got young bloods out here, up in here. We're gonna talk some anime, some manga, and how it affects the youth or how the youth sees it. Us old heads see it a little bit a different way, but I want to get you guys' take and you guys' breakdown and how you see yourselves in it, immersed in it, what got you here. So if you don't mind, everybody introduce yourselves because I don't want to mess up anybody's intro. Go ahead.
Go ahead, y'all. Y'all go ahead.
All right, true. So, hey, the podcast of 420 Lords, you know what I'm saying? My name is King Newt 88, so y'all can follow me on IG, and be one of the members. I'm from Memphis, Tennessee. Look, I love anime. One of my tops is Yu Yu Hakusho. If y'all don't know that, that's one of them old school animes. So
yeah, real old. Yeah.
Right.
All right, I'm Lordvell93. I'm one of the founders as well. You can find me at Lordvell93. My favorite anime is One Piece, which we will get into later tonight. Go ahead, y'all. What do y'all?
All right. So, what's up, everybody? I'm Empress B. I have several favorites. I'm going to pick one that no one else has said, and that's Shin-Chan. If you know about Shin-Chan, you are cultured. I'm from New Jersey, so I'm in a totally different time zone. And fun fact, I am the oldest one here. So I think they're old. Trust me, I'm the one.
Okay, what's up, y'all? I say I'm Be Easy. I say I'm also one of the founding members of 420 Lords. But I say I'm from Memphis, 901 all day, y'all. About to say, and then D. Grayman is probably one of the animes that got me to here. I don't know if y'all know what D. Grayman is, but hey, D. Grayman is one of the best animes to start watching. As far as action, thriller, etc., it has it all.
All right, that's what's up. So, I guess my first question would be, how did each of you guys come to the world of anime? What led you guys here? Was it parental inspiration, peer groups, or you just stumbled onto Toonami one day? I'm only saying Toonami because I'm much older than you guys, so respectfully I say Toonami. But if it's if you had somebody come from Japan that brought a manga and you're like, oh, what is this? I'm reading from right to left. So if you don't mind, go ahead and explain and enlighten us.
Yeah, so I'll start. So for me, I think a lot of people been watching anime and didn't know they were watching anime. For instance, Pokemon. Pokemon is one of the biggest animes out there that a lot of people didn't know that was anime.
Yeah.
So between watching Pokemon in the morning and when I used to, how you go to sleep and you wake up and the TV still be on?
Yeah.
That's how I fell into Yu Yu Hakusho. All I saw was the baby getting whooped by this big old thing. I'm like, why he getting whooped? So then,
what do you do?
I'm just saying the episode because that's what I remember. And then I actually saw Yusuke using the spirit gun. Then I started actually watching the show and seeing Hiei and all them. That got me more and more into okay. I just still didn't know it was anime, but I was like, okay, it's cartoons, cool. So then as time went on, I started into Dragon Ball Z, Yu Yu Hakusho. No, not say Yu Yu Hakusho. Yu-Gi-Oh! And then I'm starting rolling to all these different animes, and I just got immersed to the anime culture. And one of my big breakthroughs in watching anime, where I knew I was watching anime, was Death Note. When I finally put on that Death Note, and I was watching Death Note by stumbling too. Okay, let me say this: I was sleeping, and I woke up. And I woke up and I heard da da da. I said, "What in the devil music is this?" I ain't know what's going on. Then I just lay there and just watched the show, and I'm like, "Dang, Death Note is one of the best animes." What? The psychological thriller in that show, boy. So that's how I kind of got into anime and fell in love.
So I'm old. Like I said, I am old. And I remember Toonami being from 4 to 6 on Cartoon Network. I think the first one I saw on there besides Thundercats, because yes, Thundercats is an anime, whether you like it or not, was Tunchi Muyo.
Yeah,
Oh,
thank
yep.
you, Muyo. Yes, that.
Oh, you going way back,
Wow.
I
man.
told you I'm old.
Oh, you going way back. All right.
Hey,
I like
that anime antiquated. Dang.
Okay, so that's just let you know how far back my repertoire of anime is. I was reading one briefly when I was younger. The name of it totally escapes me, but just like Newton, you go, you fall asleep and you wake up, and you're not tired anymore. Adult Swim comes on, and next thing you know, you're watching Inuyasha at like 10 o'clock at night, and you're like, oh, what is this?
Hey,
All right.
that background sound be so good though.
Mine, okay, intro and outro, and then next thing you know, Cowboy Bebop comes on at like 11
God,
o'clock.
Here she go with Cowboy Bebop.
Look, we ain't not gonna slander Cowboy Bebop tonight.
Look, I'm gonna let you live today, but we're gonna stop this praising of this trash ass anime.
We're not gonna do this. We are not going to.
I'm gonna let you have it. Go ahead. I'm gonna go last. Y'all go ahead. Let me shut up.
Okay. So and Cowboy Bebop is in my top 10, but I can sing the whole outro by heart in
that's the
in
only
Japanese.
thing that's good is the music.
Okay.
Hold on. Hop on Cowboy Bebop. You don't understand the feel behind it, bro.
He don't. But you know what?
I ain't gonna take over. My bad, y'all. Hold on. Let me stop. I forgot this ain't our show. Go ahead.
You just okay. Thank you. Seasoned. Okay. I'm true to this, not new to this. Okay. So boom. That's how it happened. Dragon Ball. I think the oldest, the very first time I saw an anime was watching Dragon Ball Z. I don't know where I was. I think I was at a cousin house for whatever reason. And being a kid, you go lay down somewhere and it was on. And I'm just like, what is this? That was my first time seeing Cartoon Network at all, period. And where I was, Cartoon Network wasn't on the network. So the only time I was able to watch anime at any time was at my grandmother's house. So anytime I stayed the night, I made sure I was up for Toonami. I made sure I was up for Adult Swim, watching home movies and all that, just so I can watch and get my dose of anime before I went back home and wasn't going to watch it for another weekend. So that's how I got in.
Go ahead, be easy. I'm gonna go last.
I say, yeah. All right. As far as like what got me into like the whole world of anime was probably Fist of the North Star, and the only reason I saw that was because when I was younger, I used to get stuck with my grandmama at this thrift store that was on this street called Summer in Memphis. And right next to it used to be this it had anime, manga, but I really didn't know what I was looking at the time. And I just saw I forgot the dude's name, the main character, and he started doing that like little fast fist movement and shit. I'm talking about he was moving like I said, oh, that right. I said, that right there is dope. I said, all right. I said, man, I can get down with this. And that's what I said. And I asked my grandma, I said, let me get, that was back on when everything was on VHS. Like I had no idea that, and it's been there since before I was born. And it's still there now to this day. They have all types of like old manga and animes, like all the original stuff, like stuff that I had never heard of. And then I just started watching random stuff from there. And then that's when Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball, it got over to America and we were actually able to watch it then. And then from there, it was on and popping. Because then, like I said, Adult Swim, everybody loves Adult Swim. Adult Swim was just where it was at.
Absolutely.
What was that other one? It was called, and they forgot about this one. What was his name? Harvey Birdman?
Man.
Hey, they used to really talk a whole lot of smack on there, man. I'm talking about a whole lot. That was the original smack talking. I'm talking about they used to talk bad to each other, man. And I'm just like, it was hard. It was it's two enemies and it was somebody else. But all those animes, and then what was the other one? Cyborg 009 on Toonami. Oh, that John Accelerate. But yeah, that was how it got me into it. And then of course when D. Grayman actually finally came out, then that really got me in. But Yeah. And then after degrading, that's when Naruto and all that stuff end up coming out. And then I've been locked in ever since.
All right, cool. All right, I'm gonna go. My little story a little bit longer, somewhat. So with me growing up, I was watching the usual, the Yu-Gi-Ohs, the Pokemons, the Dragon Ball Z's. Like, look, I wasn't privileged like everybody else. I ain't have all that tsunami. I had WB. Okay, that's
that's what I had.
I ain't even know what tsunami was, to be real. Let me tell you something. Look, Lordvell was in the streets. Okay, only thing I cared about was hoes, drip, and vehicles. That's all I care about. But I gotta give King Newt his props because he was the one that got me back into it when we got cool. Because he was like, "Nah, you need to keep watching." So what I did was I did a water fast and I started watching Yu Yu Hakusho. I started watching One Piece, which he put me on. I gotta give my man my prop. That's my homie. I give my props. Yeah.
I did that. Y'all did that.
So he was the one to put me on, and then from there I just kept going and going and going. So to the point I'm surpassing him. So that's how I got back into it.
This man reading the mangas and then talking about it before I'm like, what you were talking about, bro?
Yeah, I'm reading everything. Yeah, I'm a reader.
That's what's up. Well, yeah, my introduction goes a little bit back further than you guys'. Mine was Legend of the Overfiend and heavy metal. And I could tell by the looks on y'all faces, y'all don't know what that is. That's okay.
I think I've seen heavy metal as a manga in my library.
Heavy metal was a Canadian anime film out of 1982. And Legend of the Overfiend was my first introduction to anime. I was a freshman in college, 1993. And these white nerds was like, yo, just anime, bro. It's this manga shit. And I was just like, what is this? Legend of the Overfiend, bro? And I was like, oh my God. So that's my introduction to it. So
I wasn't even alive when that came out.
I was. I'm sitting here like, dang, I was 2 years old, bro.
I Slider, I'm gonna have to check that out though, because that sounded good though.
Listen, at your own risk. At your own risk. There's a complete series. I think there's a 6-volume series of Legend of. I mean, they drag that shit out. The kids and then the mama. It's that's enough about me. It's not about me. Let me ask y'all this. The wave of let's say melanated people getting into anime and manga, is it genuine to you? Do you feel like it's just the hot thing to do now? I mean, because even though we were all watching Dragon Ball Z, but it was more like those who knew, and you kind of kept it to yourself, and it's like it's this secret in-house club that only us knew about. Now it seems, more and more people are getting into it. And do you like what you see? Do you feel it's genuine? That the movement is genuine?
I mean, yeah, I think it's genuine because again, like King was saying earlier, a lot of people didn't realize they were already watching anime, and then once they realized, they're like, oh, this is anime, and then they start watching other type of anime because they're like, well, I've been watching it this whole time, and I just didn't know, so let me go ahead and check this out, and then it just started. They like, oh, I actually like this because a lot of stuff goes on. You know what I'm saying? The melanated community, I was about to say, and anime has a way of expressing and showing that in different ways. But a lot of the melanated community is they're getting into it, and then it's good. It's turning out good. Like I see everything being good. Like as far as like the cosplay, all good. Like everything is good. I mean, the cosplay looks amazing. So I mean, in damn near anything that they decide to put on. So I mean, hey, doing good.
I think that it's genuine to the fact that in our generation, we were already watching Digimon, Pokemon. Pokemon came out in '99. We were all either between the ages of 6 and 8. We're watching Pokemon. Unless you had a grandmother like mine that felt like it was a devilish show. But I still watched that thing though. Everyone had cards. We were playing. Like it was there were different things that we could do. Did we think it was anime or know what it was? Absolutely not. we're just sitting there watching a cartoon. You know what I'm saying? We're watching card captors. It's just, to us, it was just a cartoon. We didn't even know what kind. You know, next thing you know, we're watching the Powerpuff Girls. But it was something that was not just in-house, but it was something that wasn't talked about for real because you didn't know what it was called. Now that we are older and know what it is specifically, I think that it's still the fact that it was genuine then is coming out. It's, you know, it's not genuine when they could only talk to you about one or two animes, and those are the popular ones, and you know, like, okay, well, what else are you watching? What else are you reading? And you're not getting something new. Then it's like, okay. Or they're wearing a shirt but never watched the show. Right. It's like wearing an old band tee but never heard the band music. Right. I work in the school, so I don't understand how kids do that, because you got to know the music, because why else are you watching the show or wearing the shirt? It's genuine. It's purely genuine. The ones who go to cons, genuine. The cosplaying is genuine. It looks good. Like B said, we look good. Period. Yeah, we look so good in everything. When we don't play when it comes to cosplaying, like at all. We put everything into it because why not? We look good doing it. Yep. So I think it's genuine, cross board. Unless you're not genuine with it.
And I think a lot of Black people see it as being relatable to them. The relatability of like going through certain things, or even like some of the characters. So I think that's why, you know, that's another reason why a lot of Black people start getting into it more and more and stuff like that. Like I remember watching a video. I don't know if Vel showed me this video or what, but it was this dude, and he was just stacking. You know how game members when they stack or whatever. But he was stacking the Naruto thing. I'm like, is that the Naruto thing?
Oh, he's talking about Sauce Walker. You talking about Sauce Walker? Yeah,
so,
yeah. You doing the yeah.
A lot of people, I ain't gonna lie. A lot of people was like me. Like when I was in high school, I didn't let people know I was watching Naruto. I mean, like anime and stuff like that, because I like, and that's just me when I watch at home. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. As I got older, I'm like, I like anime, so I show everybody like anime. The females I date, I be like, oh no, we can watch this. Boom, boom. Putting them on anime. So I think now, when we were younger, I think a lot of people was watching anime and loved it, but they was hiding it just like me. Then as they got older, they were like, yeah, we grown now. Yeah, like that. So
I'll say this. I think most people just didn't know what it was. I think there was a certain percentage of Black people that knew about it, but then there was another that was just like, this is cartoons, you know what I mean? Like this ain't, but now that people have got introduced to it, some of this anime is better than regular TV. I'm gonna say it. That's a hot take.
Facts.
Like they go deeper into their conversations. They have more complex stories. So yeah, that's why a lot of people are jumping on the bandwagon. Like we have a whole Clubhouse group, right? We have like 600 members in there, right? Growing every day. And we have people from different walks, all over this world of different continents, from the UK, from Canada, from Africa, and everybody, street dudes, whatever. And they all having conversations about anime because they getting attached to the characters, like King Newt said, but also because they can relate to the characters as well.
Fly, let me ask you a question. How you heard people debate Michael Jordan versus LeBron James
all day, every day?
And you see, you know how wild that get.
Yes,
that's how I get in.
I'm well versed in how.
Yeah,
that's how I get in anime.
It can get heated.
Ooh.
It gets ignorant. Is what it gets.
I think what people that are not into anime don't understand, like the themes and the a lot of the story is adult themes. It's not trying to cater. It's not it's not like a Disney movie. You're trying to, give it from a kid's point of view. No, these are adult themes with adult consequences and sacrifice. And it's like, oh, wait a minute. That was a little bit too real. I didn't like the way that I feel sad now. Oh, he's dead. Oh no, they killed him. So I think for me, the lore was always adult and it was always told from an adult's perspective, and it forced you to kind of grow up and say and see it from different lens. Was that the same for you guys as well?
Oh
Yeah,
sure.
it's different
I think
genres
it
in
was.
anime. Yeah,
Right.
There's
Yeah.
different genres in anime. There's some for kids, and then there's some that's not for kids. You know, so
And even one for
yeah, it's
kids
a
is a
balance.
part though. So you know you really have to watch
Yeah,
it.
Yeah, because like, and my thing with anime is these are adult conversations, adult consequences, but told by children. So the character has to be like the oldest would probably as a child would be like 17, 18 years old.
Yeah.
And it's just like, is this life in Japan? Is this real? And I have a colleague who used to live there for 2 years, and he's like, no, it's like when they say art imitates life, and that's anime. It might be fantastical, but the real life, like the school stuff, real. They are imitating everything that they either live through or that could be in their system, which I thought was amazing. But yeah, it's real life adult stuff happening. Shin-chan is about a child and his family. But I bet you are not going to be a child watching Shin-chan. If you know, you know.
Right. But even with One Piece, Luffy, you know, he loses a brother. Like his brother gets killed.
Right.
You know, people go through that. You know, so like this ain't no little kid stuff.
I'm gonna tell you how deep it go too. Like they even talk about like sex trafficking.
Oh God, yeah.
They get on that a lot.
Rape too, rape.
Yeah. Drugs, gang violence.
So it get real deep into the subject matter of what's going on. So, you know.
So let me ask you guys this. I remember a time when blacks were almost to a point not invited to do cosplay. I remember many Comic Cons, many cons, anime cons, where blacks were kind of like, you don't belong here. Now that's when, for me growing up seeing that stuff, I'm going to assume you guys seen the more acceptance of cosplay with more blacks into it. How much of that is the times changing versus black folks saying, you know what, we enjoy this stuff too. We want to be seen. We want people to know that we like it just as well. We're an audience as well. We deserve to be seen and have our work shown as well. How much of that do you guys credit to one versus the other?
I think that when it comes to cons, yeah, you kind of feel like, you know, in the beginning, if you've never been to one, you kind of might feel like you don't belong. The times are different. I went to my first Comic-Con at 12, 13.
Oh, wow.
It was impromptu. It was a summer trip. We were going to the Baltimore Aquarium. We were down there, and just by chance, Comic-Con was happening across the street. And so me and girls that I was with, who I know they draw, the girl who does our graphic design, who created our logo, it was me and her and another friend, and we went. Her mom took us, and it was amazing. That was the first time I saw anyone in cosplay, period. Now there was a sprinkle of us there, and you know, you knew what the majority was like. But now it's not like, okay, we're just going to Comic-Con. No, we have our own stuff. So there was a Blurred Con that happened down in Philly, I want to say like a month or two ago. There was another one. There were two actually here in New Jersey. Comic-Cons. We usually have, there is, I don't remember what it's called. It's like Comic-Con. Anime Next is what it's called. Which is also another con. And that happens here in New Jersey often, like in my town, so often. It's the changing of the times, but it's also us saying, you know what, we love this stuff too. And if y'all don't want us, we're in y'all spaces, that's cool. We're going to create our own stuff because we are an audience and we are a community, and we're not going to be excluded by any means. You're not going to do that to us. And if you don't like it, you just don't like it. So you know how we get down.
And that's why I'm kind of proud of it, like, because it seemed like they, like, is it DreamCon? That's the one that happened.
Yeah, DreamCon. That's the one in Texas, Austin, Texas.
So this one what I heard. The other year, it was 6,000 people that came to DreamCon. a lot of people, a lot of black people. You know what I'm saying? Great. This year, it went from 6,000 to 20. Was it 20,000 people came?
No, 30. I think it was like 30,000.
Oh, it was 30. I thought I saw 20 on IG. So that shows right there how much black people love anime and want to come to, you know, those events to, you know, to doing cosplay and stuff like that. So when I heard that, I was like, dang, that's a lot of people that came out. They really show love for the DreamCon.
Lordvell, what do you say?
Oh, my bad. I am higher than Hunter Biden right now. Can you repeat the question?
Hey, yo.
I gotta keep it real.
Hey, yo.
It is Friday night. I get it.
Yeah, it is. That's all day.
The emergence of more melanated people into Comic Cons and cosplay. Because in my day they weren't invited. We weren't invited. Gotcha. Now you see more acceptance. How much of it do you credit black folks saying we're just going to bogart it and we're going to show up regardless, versus the acceptance of the times?
I would just say, yeah, like Empress B said, yeah, we wanted, you know, to have. That's why we created our own spaces, because we had issues. Like, even though there's still issues. Like, for example, there was a black cosplayer that got called out because they like to sexualize black women. So she just put on a simple cosplay. It wasn't like she had an ass out. She didn't have like her nipples showing. She just put on a simple cosplay, and they were saying like, "Oh, she's trying to be sexual." You know what I mean? And this happened. This has happened to many other black women. Whereas with our white counterparts, they can put on what they want, and it's like,
it's perfect.
You do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, they get good comments, no slander. You know, no articles written about them. Yeah, it's cute. It's acceptable. Because there is some racism in cosplay.
And a lot of them people, they don't really like the fact that they be like, well, you know, Hinata ain't black. You see what I'm saying? Or what's the name of this? And be like, well, these characters are Japanese characters, so who cares?
And some of them aliens. Like, go to a whole alien. Who cares? He ain't like, what are we doing?
Tell them that though.
Okay, that's the perfect segue to my next question. Because as much as I love Dragon Ball Z, every time I see Mr. Popo, or every time I watch who has Biscuit Oliva, is that Kenshiro or is that Baki? Every time I see these black characters, I be like,
Baki.
You know what? Yeah, Baki. Every time I watch Baki, I see Biscuit, and I'm just like,
yeah.
Do you guys get that same reaction or no? And how do you process that?
I mean,
yeah,
I mean, no lie. Like, when you see stuff like that, you know, like, that's just, I mean, do they really think like that? I mean, was that just the best? Did you really have to put that in there? Like, I mean, was that really needed? Like, we could have had Mr. Popo from Dragon Ball Z. He could have had thinner lips, or he could have big lips, but he didn't have to be depicted like that. He could have just been a normal black person. You know what I'm saying? He could have just been normal, like
they have in the show,
like
normal
that,
black people.
Like Oob, like you got Oob, and he looks like a normal black person, right? Like, what was so hard about that? Like, why did you have to put that in? That's what I was saying. Like, I mean, like, was that like a stick it to us for, like, was it like a side shot? You know, like, when I see that, I'm just like, what was the point of that? Because you can take it out. If I can take it out, what was the point of it? Like, and Mr. Popo was a very keen part of Dragon Ball. You know what I'm saying? So he was very important. So what was the point of depicting him in that way? Is what I think about. Yeah.
So do you guys just accept it for what it's just like? Okay, I get it. It can't be perfect. It is what it is with them.
I got you. So,
well, go ahead, Bill.
Yeah, so go ahead. You got that.
I think they learned from their mistakes, right? I think they had during that time a certain stereotype of certain black people that they were using in their anime. So I think over time they have gotten better, because if you see black people presented now is somewhat a lot better. I'm not saying that they have changed completely. Of course, you still have some people that still want to keep that up. As you said with Baki.
Well, to be fair, with Biscuit's wife, I believe she had a medical issue, and she couldn't get up, is why she became so big so that's I see people in the chat go, "Had a fat white wife." I'm like, but there's a reason why his white wife was fat, but I can't say. Go ahead, finish your point. I'm sorry.
It helped with his training because she was a little huge.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, finish your point, Vel.
Yeah. No. I just think that they have gotten a lot better because, like, for example, if you watch the One Piece live action, you see that there's black people represented in a good way. And then if you watch even certain animes, they have gotten our hair right. They gotten even some of our features, like, so they gotten better in my opinion.
Okay, what do you attribute that to the younger culture being more immersed in around hanging around blacks, listen to the music, seeing them for what they are, kind of like telling the old folks, hey, that's not how to do it? Or is it the old folks saying, you know what, I guess we can lighten them up a little bit, not make them so dark, not make the lips so red? Any thoughts as to why?
I think it's because we're black people are more popular now. Black people are the new, what I'm saying? I think a lot of people were already using what black people were doing in the first place. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. But now it's like hip hop and everything is so much commercialized and so pop now that I think that's why a lot of people are kind of doing it that way. But I was thinking when Vel was talking, we did a clubhouse room about the black representation of DC Comics and Marvel Comics versus anime. And like I was telling them, I was like, well, DC and Marvel do have a better reputation of black people than anime. And I was like, I think we need more black creators over there to help out. Because that's why with One Piece live action, it's a black director that was directing it.
Right.
If it wasn't a black director directing it, will we see what we see? Don't know. I doubt it though. So I think they need more black people in that space so we can, so we have better representation.
Is that a space that you think more black creators should jump into?
They've already have.
Yeah.
They already what I'm saying?
So, was it Black Fans? I think they were trying to get Black Fans and
So there's a brother who moved out to Japan and got his own studio. And one of the first, even though he made a trash ass anime called Yasuke, that could have been similar to Vinland Saga. All this Negro had to do was keep it simple. Yeah. He want to put mechs. He want to make the white girl the main character. Yeah. Fuck that little white girl. My bad. F that little white girl. He made the black man the side character. That was some BS. But no, calm down. Yes, he's there, and then you have people like King Newt's cousin, who has a manga that he created called Hustle. Which is amazing. We brought him on our show. Love that one. Yeah, and then also there's Memoirs, which is like the Korean version of a manga called Ordeal, which is made by the Trinidadian brother. And man, look, it's one of the most popular webtoons on Webtoon right now. Yeah. It has millions of subscribers. Like it gets thousands of views. Like that. Man, I'm ready for them to animate that.
Hey, they have the character with the dread head.
Yeah, they got the women. They got the black woman looking thick.
Ooh, you know what I'm saying? They look like it look. Yeah, they're like that was real good. I like that one.
Real representation. Real representation.
Yeah,
it's not just skin color at that point. This is body type because not all black folks is big. Not all black folks is skinny. Not all black women got big old butts. Like, if you draw a specific character a certain way and it's over exaggerated, we're gonna know you over exaggerated our features. Okay. Right. I think that we're in it now because we see ourselves, or we don't see enough of ourselves in certain animes. So One Piece was really good. I saw somebody put about Kuzan. Yes, Kuzan's a brother, period.
Yes.
You can look at him. That's like asking, is Usopp a brother? Yeah, he just very, very Lavelle light skin. That's all.
Dang,
like
that's crazy.
That's
I'm gonna get you back. Don't worry about it.
That's
See, no, hold on. What she doing it in the last interview? I got her, so it's cool. All right, it's cool.
Okay.
Hey, but
So,
you know what? Another anime that did black people real good too, though. Naruto, the Hidden Cloud Village.
yo,
All them
like, they one of the most powerful villages.
They were hard, boy.
The leader that took on Minato, Naruto daddy. Yeah.
So,
brave.
let me ask you, what do each of you see in yourselves in the anime, or what aspect of yourselves does it speak to when you guys watch this?
You talking about the anime in general?
Yeah.
I feel like because when we were young and we were watching these animes, I'm going to exclude Dragon Ball Z because, well, we can include Dragon Ball. It's Dragon Ball Z that we kind of have to exclude just because the main character at that time, Goku, was an adult during Dragon Ball Z. But when you are watching anime and the anime is based around a child or a teenager, you automatically relate to that because by that time you are either a child or a teenager too. When you first enter, so we think about Ash Ketchum. Ash Ketchum wants to be the greatest Pokemon user in the world. He wants to be the greatest, right? Want to catch them all. Confidence, going to go. Having the want and desire to go after your dreams. We all had them and have them. You know what I'm saying? So it was okay, I can relate to this because I want to be whatever. And even though this is a cartoon, it gave you hope. Like, let's not act like you haven't cried watching a anime that really touched you deep in your soul, that you were able to relate to it, knowing that yes, it might not be real, but it is real for somebody somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? There is a relatability, even if it's fantasy. At the end of the day, there's a relatability to the stories, to the characters, because they all have different personalities. Even when the characters are like animals, like Beastars. Again, still based around, y'all know that's my show. Still based around high school.
Do not watch Beastars. They ain't nothing but no bunny rabbits get fucked.
Stars. Okay. Beastars is really good. It's about a wolf that goes through all this kind of anxiety. He wants to eat meat, but he doesn't want to eat meat. And yeah, a rabbit is just going to lay down and take it. It is what it is. Deers too. And any event, watch it.
If you love yourself, don't watch it.
Watch it. It's still pretty good. You watch him grow into being a better person. He stops eating meat.
Pretty good.
Uh-oh.
You're in the matrix.
Oh, somebody, I think Be Easy's Borgin.
Yeah, you gotta pay.
Yeah, me too. Oh, okay, here we go. But even outside of Beastars, like just any anime that I've ever watched, even down to like Gundam Wing or Robotech, Food Wars, like all these things, there is a common theme to all the animes that we watch. And at the end of the day, it is going to touch you and it's going to have some relatability to your own life, or you will have something that you've seen in the anime that you can take back with you and implement in your life.
I know for me, like when I'm seeing Luffy, and his crew go out and accomplish their dreams, I'm like, shoot, what am I doing? Like he's going from, like, he has like a lot of stumbles, on his journey, but he keeps going. This man went to prison. This man went to prison and got out.
Prison.
Thank you. Exactly. What prison? So seeing that, and even seeing other people like Goku, fight all these different villains and still, progressing, even when you're working out, especially if you work out, it helps you, build up your, be like, all right, cool. If he can do it, I can do it. Shoot, let me go and put these 20 push-ups in. Let me go ahead and get these squats in. You know what I mean? Like, it motivates you. That's what, at least what I use it for. Like, don't get me wrong. I like the entertainment factor, but I also like that it motivates you to go out here and get your dreams. Get off your butt.
King Newt, what do you got to that?
Man, Hey, they already know what like One Piece. I love me some One Piece, but I had to take it back to Naruto because like watching Naruto and seeing like the ups and downs of like how he was going through things. A lot of people don't have their mom and dad at home, and Naruto had both, and he was living by himself, and he had to build his own confidence up. He was
Eating
bad at
ramen.
school. You know what I'm saying? People were making fun of him. He wasn't eating good. He was eating all them noodles. How many black folks eat noodles? We eat
Yeah.
noodles every day. He was eating noodles.
I don't know about every day though, but all right, you on your own on that one. Yeah, speak for
I
yourself.
don't know, man. I remember having the shrimp, the beef, the chicken. You know what I mean? Hey,
Spaghetti.
but the thing it was though, like as time go on, and he by him having a positive attitude out of life, and as time go on, and he was going through things, and he was building a confidence. He instead of him slacking off and say, you know what, I'm gonna do that. He had a high goal, and he was aiming to do it. That was become Hokage. But but besides the never giving up part, I think the life lessons. Because when I realized it, because somebody on Clubhouse said it the other day, and I ain't think about it. All the villains he fought, that wasn't the true enemy. The true enemy was the circle of hate that was always going on in these wars they was having while they were killing each village. And he broke that spell to get that peace because he was always everybody and every villain had a backstory. And within that backstory, it was a reason why they wanted to kill that village or kill that person. Just like if you go to in California, you got Crips and Bloods. Okay, you did a drive-by, you killed that Crip family, then they realize, like, dang, that's my cousin. I'm gonna go back and get these folks. They do the same thing. Oh, that's my brother. Let me get these folks. So that vicious circle of hate keep coming around over and over again. And it's like you can understand why they going after them, why they doing it, because that's your loved ones and that's who you love. But how can you really stop that though? And when watching that show, it was so deep, and I think a lot of people love that Pain arc when Pain broke that down because he's like, y'all did all these villages, these big countries coming into my little city, my little place, and y'all over here warring around me, killing my family, doing whatever would come down to war. We all know what go down when war happens, and I'm a product of what y'all did. So Naruto get real deep in certain things where I think it give out more life lessons, and a lot of animes are like that too. Like Berserk, I love Berserk. Berserk it gave another life lesson of like what's his name? What's that little dude with the white hair name? Whatever, I forgot his name, but he basically was give up everything he hold dear. He sacrificed it just to become the king or try to get to the top to be whatever he wanted to be.
Yeah.
And it's like, dang, you really sold out your army, the people you love. You sold out everything just to be that. So it's a lot of life lessons. You just got to actually watch and pay attention and listen to the dialogue. If you listen to the dialogue on these animes, you'll be understanding. You'll be like, dang, okay, this is really a good show.
Yep.
Be easy. What you got? What you got on that?
No, I was gonna say, one of the main things is that I get from that, like, never giving up. A lot of anime, that's the thing is driven on just never giving up. So that means that basically no matter what you do in life, you can keep on going. So I mean, of course, you got Naruto. Of course, he never gave up. Hokage, he got there. So the main thing is, and pretty much all these animes is to always never give up. Start somewhere, and then you can, as long as you start somewhere, you can always get to where you're trying to get to. Yep. And people don't normally have that kind of guidance in their life, just like how they were saying they're not born with their parents or whatnot. But it doesn't mean, even if you are born, if you have both your parents, it doesn't mean you're necessarily gonna get the right guidance that you need. You might be getting the wrong type of guidance per se from your parents. You have right.
I'm surprised nobody. Well, maybe I'm different, but I was always rooting for the villains because they believed in their mission. They whatever.
Which villains though?
Pick one.
Yeah, it depends on the villain, but I get what you mean. Like as far as where you come from, yeah, the villains always knew exactly what they wanted. It was never I don't know. They was like, yeah, I want to do this. Now this is how I'm gonna do it, and bam, they're doing
Yeah,
it. It's not.
and then certain choices they make kind of just leads them further and further down a dark path. And I'm just like, man, it's too far gone. You gotta go all the way now. And I was always rooting for the villains, and because I understood their point of view, like, and sometimes I felt the hero was in the way of the greater mission because it wasn't always so much about the villain itself. It's okay. This is for the planet. This is for our race. This is for our people, and you holding up progress. You
Hey,
know,
and that's where like light novels and stuff like that come in, where they kind of show that aspect right there, where it's kind of like, what if, you know, the hero was kind of like, you know what, let me go ahead and kind of off this people right that way, this won't happen right here. Let me go ahead and let me solve the problem right now. Let me not think of, yeah, I know that you're doing this. This is a fact. I know you killed this many people. Let me go ahead and take you out so you don't kill 1,000 more. Period.
right.
And I think that's why a lot of people like Death Note.
Everybody has somebody on the list that you. Let's be honest. That's why I like Death Note because give me the book. I got a page or two easily for names. Just because.
Now, the only downside to that is like, if you're weak-willed like that was like, you can't go on a power trip like that because that was crazy. Like, and that really shows like you can't have a weak will when you get that kind of responsibility.
I was gonna say, you know what, Sly? Now that you say that, have you seen an anime called Invincible?
Yeah.
I'm with the daddy. I'm with the daddy.
Hey, I'm with the daddy.
I'm with the daddy. Exactly. We taking over. These are lesser beings.
What's the problem?
F them. Like what?
Oh,
What's the problem?
Hey,
I'm kind of with you on that. Yeah.
That's so brutal, man. Oh man.
What's the problem? Viltrumites for the win. Yeah.
Hey, you know what though? Hey, Sly, you know what though? This is why I hate Batman so much, because I feel like sometimes Batman I feel like he caused the problem that he trying to fix.
Yeah, by him not killing the criminals.
Yeah.
You let more people become more other victims of the Arkham Asylum weirdos. Yeah, because you don't kill them.
And they still like threatening the world, not just Gotham, like the world. Like it's every time. Like
he's bored and he needs something to do. That's why he keeps letting them go.
Let me ask you guys this. What anime IP are you guys worried about Hollywood getting their hands on and taking it left? Now, I say this because I liked what Netflix did with Cowboy Bebop. I was towards the end. I'm like, okay, second season, let's go. Then they canceled it. I'm like, what the fuck? I was getting into it. I know everybody hated it, but I was getting into I liked what they did with it. So what anime IP worries you guys that because eventually Hollywood's going to get to them? It's just a matter of time.
Okay, I'm gonna keep it 100. I really don't want them touching Naruto. I don't want to see trans Naruto. I'm gonna say it right now. I don't want to see Naruto in high heels. Talking about some, I'm gonna be the big cock.
But they gonna hurt my heart, bro. They better not.
I'm telling you, if I see somebody hitting jutsus and they're looking a little soft, I'm a little soft. You gotta have to do it.
Now, I noticed a Disney be shouting out Dragon Ball Z. Like I was watching some with my little cousin, Adventure Time or something. Some with them bunnies, but they were doing they're yelling. They turned to a Super Saiyan. So I know they shouting out Dragon Ball Z, but I'm like, bro, nah, bro, stay where you at. Nah, don't touch Dragon Ball Z either.
Well, I know the creator of One Piece was adamant, like it has to be this way. It has to be shown this way. He
was there.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So do you see more creators of the anime being more hands-on if they license it out to the US and be like, look, we'll let you, but this is how it's got to go. If we have to be there on set, you know what I'm saying, overseeing the writing process, would that make you guys feel better about letting the US have these IPs?
It would make me feel better, but a lot of them people don't have the freedom like a lot of them folks who like Naruto, the dude who he didn't make all that money off Naruto.
Okay.
Right? So a lot of people don't have that freedom like that to have that control.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
A lot of them writers, they be writing so much and getting sick. They don't be having a lot of control like they supposed to.
Or anything. Like they got to work.
Okay. Okay. Gotcha. Empress, to you. This is for you. Women.
Uh-oh.
Women in anime and women in cosplay, specifically sisters, because we spoke earlier about how I can see 10 white women wear Chun-Li outfits, but the moment a sister puts on Chun-Li outfit, it's a problem.
Oh, it's little Kim.
Do you see that always being a problem if it's just a beef with just Black Americans, especially Black American women?
Yes, it will always be a problem because at the end of the day, they know we look better. No shade to anybody else, but we're going to call
All
a spade
shade.
a spade. Yes, all tea, all shade, keep it G. We just look better. We look better doing everything. In my humblest opinion, we look better doing everything. So yeah, if I'm going to go out and I'm going to be just anything, I could be Storm. Obviously, Storm is a Black character, but if a white girl come out and she wears a Storm outfit, it's not going to hit the same. It doesn't matter what character we cosplay in. It will always hit. I've not seen a miss. Like, women can dress up as Goku, Vegeta, Piccolo. Women can dress up as Gon. They can dress up as Killua, and it's always a hit. There is no miss. We just look good. Body-wise, come on. Yes, if she put on a cat suit, it's a wrap. If she got assets, it's a wrap.
So let me ask you, as a woman, what is the attraction for you guys in anime, manga, cosplay? What's the underlying, I guess, attraction for you guys? Especially if we're talking about Japanese culture that doesn't think favorably of women in general.
We see that, big. It's always small waist, big boobs, everywhere. If there is never not a character, a one female character, like even in One Piece. And I'm just sitting here and I'm looking like all the attractive female characters, all of them got like D cups and above, and it's just like, okay. This is what y'all are attracted to, and that's cool, but it's just hypersexualization of women, period. It's for me personally, that's not towards us, that's a portrayal of us to get more men to watch it.
Okay.
But for me specifically to watch anime, I like the storyline. I don't care about the women characters too much. Unless there's a good plot line, there's a good reason. But when we go and cosplay these characters, there's always a backlash. There's always a backlash of how we look, how it looks on us, why we're doing it. It's a rarity in other people's minds to see us like something because they don't think that we're supposed to like it.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? We have to be ratchet 1,000% of the time.
Right.
I hope that answers that.
Oh no, I love that answer. Thank you.
Bro.
Fellas.
I'm nervous.
How okay. Given that basically Japanese culture is like I asked, Empress is not very favorable to women per se. How does it shape your view on women, or how does it make you look at women, how they draw and portray women? Has it had an impact on like how you catch yourself like, oh shit, wait a minute, I can't do that because and then they show that it didn't work out that way.
I got this, fella. Hold on, I'll let y'all go after me, man. Watching this anime don't shape my view on women. Look, bro,
okay.
I grew up in the South. I had my daddy, I had uncles, bro.
Wow.
So I'll put it to you like this: the weird stuff that they be doing when they be grabbing the breast and they be stumbling. That don't. I ain't doing none of that, bro. I got a little bit too much ism for that. But
Real, though.
Yeah, like yeah. And plus, we from down south. Like yeah, we ain't just grabbing on women like that. Yeah, like nah. Go ahead,
you might not be around.
Yeah, that ain't player.
Yeah, like from what I heard, because I was like, damn, like why they so sexual like that? They claim that the reason why they made it sexual like that because a lot of people in Japan are not talking to their women or something. So I guess they trying to get them to, I guess, get with their women or something over there. I don't know. That's what I heard or something like that because I don't know.
They're sexually repressed, pretty much.
Yeah, because I always ask. I was thinking in my head like, dang, why they? You know what I'm saying? And then I don't care about them having like big boobs or whatever that, but it's the way they was doing it with it, like the certain scenes or stuff like that. And the dude get the nosebleed. I'm like, okay.
So, do you feel some of those imagery is just forced and it's thrown in there just because for looks?
Yes,
some of it's true, but some of it isn't true. Like I don't think there's a bunch of Japanese dudes getting nosebleeds when they see women and stuff. No, that's pretty goes to the extreme.
I ain't over there, so I don't know. They might be. Like,
the weird thing, I asked because I think about Master Roshi, man, and I mean them old Dragon Balls, and I'm just like, they let this shit play,
man.
Like they let him say this, and then the one episode when Goku, he's a little boy and he climbs up on Bulma and pats Bulma. I'm like, they literally let this shit ride out like this.
Look, Sly, there's some weird stuff in anime, and we have actually talked about this.
Okay.
So it's a lot of weird stuff. Like there's a whole episode, and you know Hunter x Hunter, right?
Yes.
So there's a whole episode where it's a grown man looking at Gon and Killua's butts.
Oh man. Oh,
I missed that episode.
Yeah.
I missed that episode.
So like,
thankful you did. Oh,
so I'll put it to you like this: us in the anime community have just realized it's just some weird stuff that goes on in their culture, and we just accept it like that's them. Now some people have in the anime community do take on some of that weirdness. If I'm being honest with you,
okay.
But for the most part, no, we just accept it like, all right, cool, that's just them.
Yeah, I think one of the biggest things they really complain about is the age difference. Like they be like, "Well, he's 13, he did that." I like, look, that's no. But yeah, that's their culture, I guess.
Yeah, we know that big breasts. We know that they just over amplify all that stuff. We know that stuff is not actually like just like real. Like nah, it was just more like damn. Y'all really going like that, but all right. I mean, it don't look bad, so I mean, we watch it. I mean, but hey,
it's what they are wishing for. I feel like I said, when Black women do it, not saying that there are some girls who don't have, because I feel like that's unrealistic to say and disingenuous, but the majority, no, I'm not saying all Black women got big boobs, side D's and C's and double F and whatnot. But what I am going to say is that we got the body.
So is that like their weird ode to Black women in a weird way?
I hope not.
I hope not. Yeah.
I hope not. Yeah. I just think it's what they wish they saw more of.
There
I wish
you go.
They probably, because they're not exaggerating butts like that. They're not. They're just doing boobs, and it's just like you want a woman with a big rack and a small waist and flat. Is what it seems like.
They don't really have like the thickness over there. It's not saying it's not there because in the countryside over there, there are thicker Asian women, but as far as thick like a Black woman, nah, it's
like an African woman.
They don't see that at all.
Y'all being too nice. Them women be shaped like 12-year-old boys. Y'all being too nice.
Let me
not 12-year-old boys.
Let me piggyback off that part. I guess the only issue I have with anime is if a person for the first time watches the wrong one, give them a serious imprint. So I'm thinking about JoJo's Bizarre Adventures. The look, you know where I'm going with this. I love the series. I love it.
Yeah.
Disappointment.
I love everything about it. But if the wrong person, if this is their first time watching it and they watch that shit, it could be a problem. What say you guys?
I hate JoJo. So
why?
I don't like the art style. I don't like.
I love that look.
The first, like when they got up to Egypt, it was okay, but it really wasn't all that to me. I hate vampires. They don't know. That's why I hate Castlevania. I hate that show too.
Wow. So you're the resident hater. You're the hater of the crew.
All
always
the
a few,
views
ain't it?
of King Newt is
I'm
of
telling
his
you
own.
right now.
He does not represent us as a whole.
I can name plenty of anime that's better than those two animes. I ain't gonna hold you. But you know, I know Empress and Lordvell, they like it. I don't know.
No, I don't.
I think
Look,
JoJo
I
was
like
good.
Dio. I like Dio because Dio was what Dio was like. What's the character in Power? Kanan. He was like the Kanan of the anime.
Yeah.
When I saw him kick his dog, I was like, okay, he's a demon. He don't care nothing about dogs. He don't care nothing about nothing.
He don't care about the birds and the trees, nothing.
Everybody
the clouds, everybody gotta die.
So am I wrong in saying that if the wrong person gets exposed to, you know, watching some sketchy anime, could that skew their viewpoint of that?
Absolutely. Because JoJo isn't for everybody.
Yeah.
Again, Shin-chan. If y'all have seen Shin-chan, Shin-chan is not for everybody. It's a little 5-year-old walking around with his penis out that he calls Mr. Elephant. And I'm sitting here like, they let this play on TV.
And you watch this?
And it's just like,
you ain't tell me all that now.
Shin-chan is the most perverted 5-year-old I've ever had the pleasure, because he's hysterical. But it's just like, yo, they really got this 5-year-old out here and he's, you know, doing a booty dance. Like it's a thing. It's a whole thing.
The Epstein write this? Like
I don't know, but listen, but it sounds so weird, but at the end of the day, the whole thing is hilarious. Shin-chan is by himself, his whole family, but Shin-chan is hilarious. You have to watch it, but if you watch it and you don't watch anime, you're gonna be like, what the heck is this? Like, what is this? It's weird, but it's comical as all get out. I wouldn't put nobody on. I've never seen Death Note. I've probably seen snippets, but that would have never been the first anime that I would ever watch. The crew just got me on One Piece. Like I was asleep and I woke up in the middle of the night and One Piece is on and I just see this little boat just skirting across and the little intro just skirting across the ocean. I'm like, what the is this? I ain't watching this. Click. And once they told me how good it was and I actually started watching it, then I'm like, all right, cool. Now I'm reading the manga.
Now you hooked.
Now I'm hooked. But but they had me, they're like, well, you should watch Naruto. No, I couldn't watch Naruto and One Piece at the same time. That was not possible. Mind you, I caught up to One Piece in 4 months.
Yep.
Before One Piece Red came out.
Hey, shout out to Empress Breed for that.
Yeah. Down 1,000 episodes in 4 months.
Yeah, in 4 months.
We're having 3 kids too. Yeah, shout out to
dedicated.
So
yes.
Just so I could take my son to watch One Piece Red and be caught up and have an understanding of what's going on. Now I am very much behind it now, but still, I could talk about it. I'm now going to be talking about with my own students, who put me on to different animes. I only have one at the moment, but still, the fact that I was able to open a door to say, hey, look, I'm an adult and I watch anime. And you could come to me and talk to me about any one of them. It's cool. Like that's like a different level of, oh, you're into this for real. This isn't just, oh, I watch Dragon Ball Z. No, this is, we into this, we're true to this, not new to this. And
I'll say
we
this.
ball.
Oh, my bad. I'll say this. You have to, what I do is I base it around what are you already watching?
Okay.
So, like if you're watching like a lot of crime stuff, I'll introduce you to a certain anime. If you like Marvel and DC, I'll introduce you to a certain anime. So I go out based on what you're already watching and what your interests are. And then I'll I'll give you a bigger list and go from there to where I'm introducing you to isekais. I'm introducing you to. I ain't introducing to a hentai. I ain't no hentai watch. I'm sorry.
Wait. What are we here for then? If we're
look, I ain't into all that little anime porn. Hey, y'all can have that anime porn. I'm good on
sorry. When you say anime, I automatically think hentai, like off top. That's crazy. Until you say something, I'm like, oh, okay, we're gonna scale it back a bit.
Yeah, you on your own on that one. I don't know nobody on your
But
side.
here's the
Oh,
thing:
wait.
when I came up, there was no. It was only hentai.
Okay.
You understand? So I'm already I'm kind of warped I hear the word, I automatically associate it, and then when I'm watching, I'm like, there's no fucking porn in this. It's nobody. Okay, it's one of those.
So could it be safe to say that hentai is basically more or less the reason why in all like anime across the board, the body types, the boobage and the sexual
Hands down.
innuendos
Hands
are
down.
and
Hands
are
down.
in it because of hentai, right?
Yeah, I mean,
didn't know
we've
that.
all watched Bible Black. I mean, my God, I thought even I was like, God damn, that's shit. I wasn't ready for all that.
What is
Yeah,
that? And should I be scared?
Oh, you haven't seen
yeah,
Bible Black?
nah.
Oh, man.
No, and should I be scared?
Don't
Have
watch
you
it around
watched
your kids.
Psychon the Paper?
You
Don't
know what?
watch
I
it around
can't.
your kids.
Yeah,
I
don't
don't
watch
know.
it
I don't
around
know
your kids.
what's close to it that you guys have already watched that I could give you a fair comparison.
Devilman Crybaby.
Oh yeah,
Nah, nah, nah.
no.
That's light work.
It was
though. I-
worse.
Like,
Yeah, this thing
It's
has.
worse.
I like it because it has a lot of deep occultic, esoteric themes.
Oh, okay.
You know, on top of it. I mean, but gratuitous sex, but the shit it's deep. Like it's like, okay, there's a message here. There's a really, really deep message here. My next question for you guys is, what topics have they not explored, or has an anime covered everything before, or is going to get to a point where it becomes repetitive? Because you can only cover so many themes and situations before it kind of gets stale and worn out. How do you see that not happening for anime per se? How does anime not turn into Marvel?
Oh God, that's a great question right there.
That's a real good question.
Okay. I would say this. One thing anime is good at is pulling for what's going on right now.
Okay.
Facts.
And what's also going to happen in the future. That's one thing I think they're good at. So, like, for example, Slice of Life, which is basically, it deals with, what's going on in the everyday world. Like, there's no mechs, there's no, people with swords or hockey, there's nobody with, that goes through ninja training. It's pretty much just the everyday life thing. So basically, that is what's going to help keep it going, in my opinion. And I'm not even the biggest fan of Slice of Life, but I have to keep it honest. Like that's one of the ways anime is going to progress, in my opinion. Y'all go ahead, y'all.
There is an anime. It is a futuristic anime, and unfortunately, it's escaping me. But I want to say it's on Netflix that I watched, and it definitely covered. It's some alien anime, where, and I want to say I mentioned it to the group, but where like intergalactic stuff is happening, blah blah. The human race is getting wiped out.
Okay.
Or had been wiped out, right? So now you have a select few that are part of the intergalactic military, and we're basically seen as low tier. It doesn't matter what race you are, what ethnicity you are human, you are low tier. And there is a battle scene that happens where the ruling class comes through, and they're supposed to be like coming through to meet with whoever is the head of this one country or territory, and there's a massive protest that's happening, and people, they're throwing like tomatoes at the military, tomatoes at the ambassadors, coming through, and it's processional. And to me, the way that they portrayed it as going into a war, the closest thing I could think of something like that is Mass Takeover, which is something that we see everywhere globally, right? We can see what's happening with France and Africa right now, and different countries in Africa. Because at the end of the day, it was classism, there was racism in it, or speciesism. And you could see that the struggle in the oppression that certain groups of people were going through. And I feel like Lordvell said, like, to be able to take on present issues and put them in anime so it can be relatable. It's very important for us to be able to see what the future is going to look like, because the ending for these shows could either be a helpful solution or a hindrance or fantasy overall.
Also, one more thing but also even the history, because there's certain animes that go into history. For example, have you seen Villain Saga?
Yeah.
That's nothing but going into history, so they can touch on different parts of history. Like they failed with some of them. Don't get me wrong, Yasuke, but we're gonna leave that alone. We're gonna leave it alone. That didn't happen. But even what was it? The Inner Chambers. That's another one.
Yes.
Where it touched on women
Oku.
that had to take over because the men were being killed off because of a disease. So it's many ways that they can go with it, where they can take something from an old time and flip it.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's what's up. So you guys feel pretty good about the direction and how it moving forward and how everyone's being portrayed for the most part. You guys feel it's in pretty good hands.
I'm gonna say this: they are some good writers. So,
Story-wise,
like one of my favorite animes is Kenichi World's Strongest Disciple, and they took real martial arts and created into and over exaggerated and talked about like different things about like a person's willpower and how your willpower, and they over exaggerated what willpower is. So they are so creative. I think they could do it. Like, I think, to be honest, they talked about almost everything. If you think about it, everything is kind of much. It's just like burgers, cheese, patty. You want tacos, you want cheese, taco, lettuce, chips is the bread. You know what I'm saying? It's all the same thing, just different. You know what I'm saying? So I think everything has already been talked about, but I think their delivery and how they present it is different. And
so the story is key. So if you get a good story, cool.
Yep.
So we all watch One Piece, yeah?
Yes.
No,
all of us.
Yes.
Big fans.
One Piece fanatics. I might get a One Piece straw hat tattoo.
Hey, you know what? Our
shit.
show name was.
Yeah, I'm serious about that, player.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let me ask you, what did they not get right? Because I have some issues with it.
Oh, with the live action? Garp.
Yes.
Garp. Come on. That's not Garp. That's just an Irishman.
Okay.
That drinks.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Like, I don't see Garp.
Okay.
That's the Irishman that was fighting. What's his name? What's that boxer's name? Y'all know who I'm talking about.
Oh, you talking about Floyd Mayweather?
Him. Boom. That's the Irishman that was fighting Floyd. That's what he looked like. Tell me he don't.
So where could they go for season 2?
So for season 2, they're gonna go into Alabaster.
Okay.
Which is that's the arc in One Piece. So they gonna have to, if they get this wrong, this is gonna make or break if they're gonna get a season 3. Because let me tell you why. There's a couple important characters. You got Ace, which is Luffy's brother, not real brother, but they consider themselves brothers.
Right.
Then Crocodile,
no
which is one of the villains. Then Robin, who basically works under Crocodile, who later on becomes a part of the Straw Hat crew.
Mm-hmm.
So if they don't execute this right, ain't gonna be no season 3.
Okay,
because anime fans are gonna go crazy on Twitter.
Well, they already started on Facebook and Twitter, and this is just season 1.
Yep.
So how much of that story do you think they would incorporate? Because there's always a license to kind of deviate from the path. Do you feel confident they will incorporate the entire storyline?
So from what I saw from the first season, I'm gonna give it 75 to 85% of it was just like the anime.
Okay.
So I think they still gonna keep it all because the story is so good. All you have to do is copy paste. I'm telling you, like the Alabaster art is gonna be amazing. So if they do it right and keep it to the story as much as possible, they're gonna make it money.
Because, like you said, like just from the first season, like there was cohesion. Like it was like, okay, I remember this part. Like you can specifically say, okay, I remember that episode. Yup, they did the Baratier. That part by itself was amazing. Just the fact that they was able to make
Sanji's daddy, Zeph, look just like him in the anime.
Like
act like him.
You see what I'm saying?
How important is the casting, the look?
Very important.
Oh, okay.
So if you don't get that look right, you might as well just turn this thing off. We're gonna turn the thing off, man.
So you're not even willing to give it a chance if they kind of misfire on part of the.
No. I mean, you can see what
scared for this. I was too scared. I was like, bro, because these live action don't. The only live action that was good was the Ronnie Kenshin. That's the only one I saw. No, Speed Racer. I forgot Speed Racer. Those, you know what I'm saying? But for One Piece to be where it's at, I felt like, to me, I was like, okay, if they can do the Pirates of the Caribbean, they should be able to do One Piece.
Okay.
Yep. And they kind of did it perfect for me. I ain't gonna lie, from the town, how the towns look, everything from the wanted posters. They did everything on point.
And they filmed most of this in South Africa.
That's right.
Great.
That's right.
I just feel like if they do this right, we're going to make it. Someone put in the comments, if they make it to Marine Ford, that would be huge. If they make it to Marine Ford, because I know, everybody was real kind of scared about the animation of how Luffy will stretch and everything. I think that is absolutely fine because they have to make it realistic. So obviously it's fantastical. But I don't think it's an issue.
Okay.
Personally. However, if we can get to Marine Ford, and if we can get to Impel Down, that to me is going to really show you the success of One Piece. If they can execute this right, because we can't have another Dragon Ball situation. Please, God, no.
That ain't never happened. We don't mention things that never happened. Yeah, they ain't never happened.
Yeah,
well, here's my concern. My only concern is the viewership numbers. Right now, it's out of the top 10, it's like 6, 7, or 8. And that's good, but I don't think for as all the online chatter that there was for this, the number should have been higher. And I'm worried that, the powers that be at Netflix may say, well, do we really need a season 2? Or even if you get a season 2, you better damn sure make sure those numbers double the first season. You have to.
So I thought I heard that it surpassed it. What's that Netflix show that everybody like? Stranger Things?
It did.
Did it?
There's a caveat to that, because now Netflix redid its watch hours algorithms. Now it's per minute. It's by so many hours per minute. So now when you redo it, it's 6, 7, or 8 as far as the watch time minutes. Even though it was number 1 in a bunch of countries, but it's the watch time. At the end of the day, it's always going to be watch time. You're going to have more people come out or tune in to watch this. If you want to be guaranteed season 2, season 3, moving forward.
Well,
as of right, I'm sorry, brother. Be easy. What you want to chime in on this?
Oh no, I mean, you guys go ahead. I'll chime in when it comes to next.
So as of right now on Netflix, One Piece live action is number 3 in TV shows.
Okay.
So and I've been
about the anime trending too. Yeah.
Oh yeah, and the anime the anime is trending right now as well on Netflix. But I'm been paying attention to what's been going on, like the talk on Twitter for this since even before it came out, and good and bad reviews, even on Facebook. But mostly I feel like most of it is nitpicking at characters and what they look like and
talk
what
about the black woman
like.
that they got on.
So
these lame incel. Man, go ahead, bro.
They have and God, I don't have her name in my head, but Nami's sister. There was a big issue with the fact that Nami's sister was dark skinned. That the fact that she was black, period. Like people were saying, oh, I thought she would have been like a dark skinned Mexican or a dark skinned Latino. Like that makes sense. Wow. Or, oh, well, she doesn't look like that in the manga. Like, okay, well, if we want to talk about it like that, Zoro in the original part at the end, like the first episodes of the anime, Zoro was darker than what he is now. Mm-hmm. Now, all of a sudden, he gets on a boat and he's light skinned. That doesn't make sense. Robin was in the desert. Okay, but she's on a boat now, and now she's light skinned. So what you're telling me is that when she was covered in the desert, which would have made her darker, she's in the sun and it's hot, is different from her being on a boat in the sun while it's hot.
Well, she is Russian though. Her nationality is Russian.
And
Caucasus
there's black.
Mountains. I don't know.
All right, there's black people in Russia, and there have always been black people up there. Let's not do that.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? The Russian language is owed to a black person. A black person created that. Alexander Pushkin.
Alexander Pushkin. That's right. Yeah.
So
Well,
for
yeah.
me, she could be British, she could be French, she could be whatever. She can be a Eskimo for all I care. It don't matter. She was darker in the first 30, 40 episodes, 50 episodes.
Maybe she had a 10, you know, maybe she was maybe she was sunbathing, you know.
I'm gonna say it again. She's on a boat in the sun. Now I tan real crazy too, but no ma'am. I after in the winter you're going to see that my skin has lightened. At least if I could show you my feet, you would see that my skin has 2 different colors.
Okay, you got to be careful when talking about women's feet because it's a huge, whole nother community.
Oh, snap.
It's a whole nother community, ma'am. I'm just trying to.
I'm sorry. Listen, if you have a foot fetish, no, I'm saying those people in the community. That's cool. Yeah. But I have big feet. I know what kind of feet I have. I have big feet, and it's cool.
I wasn't ready for.
It is what it is. Listen, I know me. It is what it is. Okay, I'm 6 feet tall. Okay.
Yeah, so she a whole Emma.
Yeah.
I'm
a basketball player, former basketball player. So
okay,
you feel me?
Power forward, small forward.
Absolutely, power forward, 4 and 5 positions. Yeah, all my life.
I'm impressed.
Thank you. All my life, I had to fight down at the.
All your life, you had to fight.
Had to down at the board. Just.
That's crazy.
But you can't nitpick everything. Now, if there's a character that's clearly black, like Arlong, who's clearly black, and is played by a black character who did amazing, I wouldn't expect him to be white.
She's married, y'all.
I'm married.
Yeah,
so
she's married,
you can blow the DM. You ain't gonna be able to blow the DMs. I'm not on really any kind of social media for real. I am and I'm not. But
well, let me ask you: were there any criticisms you guys agreed with of One Piece?
That's a tough one. I'm trying to think. I don't know, because most of them was really like Empress said. It mostly was like talking about like Nami's sister being black. I think I don't know. No, it's nothing. I'll say no.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't. Yeah, cause they did a good job. They kind of
yeah.
Like I had trouble with the pacing from the first 2 episodes.
Okay, I'm glad you said that because the first 3 episodes for me, I'm just like, I'll come back.
But I kind of had to understand why though, because One Piece is long too. Like the pacing in the anime is different from live action. I kind of had to eat that up and okay, I accept it. So.
I wish they would have sped that thing up in the anime because I was just like, okay,
that's my point. Because if you're trying to catch first timers in, people's attention spans are really short, and you're trying to condense. How long has One Piece been running? How many years now? And
1999.
Yeah, you know, like
2000.
Yeah, you don't have much time to play with people's attention spans to a certain extent.
So, like with the anime though, like. Like how they compressed it was really good because now like I got people telling me, okay, where they left off at? I said, well, they did episode 1 to episode 45 in those 8 episodes.
Okay.
So then you can start off from 45 and then you can kind of catch on. The pacing does get better, but yeah, we have to realize it's an older anime. So Dragon Ball Z and stuff, everybody had like an older style back then. So the pacing was like, you look at Bleach and stuff like that, their pacing was like that. So that's why it's like that. Like we noticed, like My Hero, the pacing is fast. It's way different from you looking at One Piece back in the 99. So people don't know that, but you got to give it grace so you can grow until it, the pacing get better.
And it did. It did.
Let me ask you guys this. Moving forward, the next 5 to 10 years, how involved will you guys be in anime, or what capacities will you guys see yourselves being involved in with anime?
2025, I'm planning on going to Japan.
Okay, that's what's up.
And I'm gonna be with you. Let's go.
That's what's up. Okay,
yeah,
okay.
We in that thing. DreamCon, I'm gonna hit that up. Yeah, we like especially for me, I'm trying to dive in. Cause I'm working on me and B. We working on our own light novel, trying to get into doing our own anime and stuff like that
I'm
too.
glad you said that, because right now is the best time to create IP, because once this strike is over, Hollywood will open the checkbooks and buy
Yep.
up any and everything they can make money off of IP wise. If you can drag this thing out for a TV series, 3 movies, whatever ideas you guys have, get this shit on paper, screenplay it, rough screenplay, get it registered with the WGA. It's going to be a fire sale.
Yep.
It's going to
Okay.
be a fire sale. So whatever you guys got planned, you need to implement this shit now, because
Facts.
moving forward, they're not going to be relying on comic book movies. You see, they're already burning out.
Yeah, they burn out a lot.
The ideas are just scraping the bottom of the barrel. They're looking
Mhm.
IP. Period. Doesn't matter what genre it is, rom coms, action, whatever the case may be. I would tell you guys as creatives, this is your time.
Okay.
You want to have an impact on Hollywood. This is how you do it. You know.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
So no, go ahead, continue with the anime plans. I'm listening.
So I'm a teacher, and as I had already iterated, I've already told my students.
Look at that ass. Look at that. Take super producer with you.
Right.
Look at that. Take me with.
She want to go.
Let's go.
We can plan it out.
Yo, what's up?
But I plan to implement like anime in my teaching. I teach history. So I definitely plan to add clips, because these, at the end of the day, they're still kids. You know, kids do kids things most of the time. They're watching cartoons and or not, but whatever. So I would like to at least create a community, because we don't have that here where I live, where, you know, there's a safe space for you to be like, okay, I watch this, because, you know, it's a popularity thing. We as adults make it popular. The kids nowadays aren't watching that. They're too busy on social media. What I found. So as a teacher, or teacher wise, I would definitely already told my department that I would create a club if they did not have one, to have these conversations, to broaden conversations that animes and mangas implement or represent or talk about. And also, my kids watch anime with me, the clean ones at least. My son comes with me to watch One Piece movies. He's seen Jujutsu Kaisen, Zero with me, and My Hero. He's a big My Hero fan. So just to get my kids involved in that community, to me, is like an inner child type thing. So yeah, so just to expand the audience and go to Japan as well, because I want to go Japan, Korea, China, all those places where anime is either based in or written about. I want to go. So
okay, be easy. What about you?
As far as what?
Oh, your future interactions with anime moving forward.
Hopefully, see, I would say in the next 3 to 5 years, hopefully we can restart some animes and mangas that kind of got axed because they didn't have, the people to do it. Writers, hope we can get some people to either do it, or we can get those rights to go ahead and redo the story ourselves and continue it.
Which ones would you like to see brought back?
Oh, K-Kyo, Hitman, Reborn, History's Strongest Disciple, mainly those two. But Hitman Reborn, I was really waiting on that. The way the manga was going, it was bomb. It was straight up mafia power, like mafia. It was like power and powers literally put together. Like,
Okay. That's what's up. All right, I've had you guys on for about an hour and a half. I got some stuff to tie up myself. What brought you guys together before I let you guys go? What was the attraction for you four? How did y'all come to be?
All right, so let me tell this. All right, let's tell the story. All right, hey, we gonna tell the truth. We gotta tell it all. All right, so originally, Empress wasn't here.
Nope.
Okay, it was a totally different person, but things didn't work out. But I happened to basically run back into Empress on Clubhouse, and I was like, "Wait, I heard her voice." I was like, "Is that Empress? What's up?" Because me, Empress, and King Newt went to college together. We all went to TSU.
Okay.
And so that's how
Tigers.
we met originally. I know them both separately while I was there.
Okay.
But I brought them together because I was like, you know what? After I found out that she liked anime, because I never knew, and she never knew that I liked anime. So I was like, you know what? Let's bring them together. Then I was already cool with Be Easy down here. So I was like, all right, cool. Let's bring him into the fold. And I came up with the name. And we just went from there. And now we here.
So if I may, so what are the future plans for the channel for you guys' collaboration? What would you like to see happen outside of your own personal aspirations?
We're going to get more Black manga creators or Black creators, period.
Okay.
I have connections with certain people that's going to come on to our podcast when
Nice.
they so that's one of the things, but also
that's our main goal.
Now a long-term goal is to get older in the industry.
Okay.
That's a long. I know that's a. But hey, look, Luffy going out to be the king of the pirates. Look,
there you go. Hey, everybody got a dream.
Hey, everybody got a dream.
You know what I'm saying? That's what's up.
Hey, you gotta start somewhere. Hey, make that.
Yeah. Where can everybody find you guys? By all means, please shout yourself out. If you got links, spam it in the chat. All that good stuff. Because everyone's like, "Who the links to the channel?"
Hold on. I got you. Hold on. We'll do it right now.
Cindy ain't doing her
you can
damn
find
job.
us on. You can find us on. You can find us on YouTube at the 420 Lords podcast. You can find us out on Spotify as well. We are the 420 Lords. Hold on, let me put these in the chat though before we.
And the IG is we the 420 Lords.
Yep, we the 420 Lords podcast. I think that's the whole thing.
I got a question for you, Sly, real quick.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. If you want to follow me, it's King Newt 88, just like the IG right here, my name. So to follow that. We'll tag you in.
If you want to follow me on Instagram Instagram and Twitter, it is at Tall Glass of Agua.
And you wonder why they come after you.
They already. Hey, she already got Arab man talking about they gonna send her $20,000.
I'm already knowing.
True story. You can find me at Lordvell93 on IG. But why I'm looking for the Spotify. What is your top 5 anime?
Bruh. Oof.
Yeah. Ooh.
Okay. In no set order. Vampire Hunter D.
Set order? Okay.
No set order. Vampire Hunter D.
Good one.
Demon City.
Mm.
Legend of the Overfiend, of course, because I'm a perv.
At least you're honest.
I try to be. What is the name with the 7 devils of Kimon? What was the name of that ninja series? Ninja Scroll. That's number 4.
Oh, Ninja Scroll, good.
Okay.
My final one. It would be JoJo's Bizarre Adventures. Now I can interchange that with Berserk. That could be either way. But I'm gonna go with JoJo's as my final 5.
At least you didn't say Castlevania, so yeah, you cool.
Wait, okay, what do you not like about? I like it.
It's vampires.
This man is afraid of vampires.
I ain't afraid of that. It just wasn't hidden for me. I ain't gonna hold it like
really. I love the first 2. I love how the backstory of the vampires and the female vampires and the lesbian vampires. I was like, okay, we're here. Okay, so
I don't know. It just wasn't hidden for me at all.
Okay.
It kind of reminded me of Attack on Titan. Trash.
Oh, trash.
That's
how did that series end? Because I have yet to watch the series finale. How did that end?
It never ends.
So they
doing a part 3, part 4, yes.
Come on, man.
They're trying to stretch it out.
You gotta read the comics.
He's trying to get his money. He's trying to get his peso.
You want to end it. You gotta read the manga.
Oh man. Okay. I'm over it. Okay.
This is over it for me.
Okay. It was great. Part 7 was underwhelming. Like, that shit's been going on for what, 10, 12, 13 years now?
Y'all know better than I do. I ain't never seen it.
Oh, you never had? Wow. Okay.
No, I seen clips. I seen clips, and I was like, there is a giant person running with their muscles exposed, like their skin is completely gone. I was like, I ain't watching this. No.
Yeah, it's really long in the tooth now. Wow. Okay. Well, with that being said, I would love.
Shout out on the Record Radio as well. You can find us on there.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Shout out.
Y'all know who she is. Yeah.
We love her.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Easy 92.
Yeah, go ahead, shout yourself out. Be easy.
It'd be easy 92, y'all.
What's up?
And
I love you guys'
energy.
Chat,
y'all.
I love you guys' energy. I would love to bring y'all back whenever y'all just let me know. Val, you got my jack. So yeah, you let me know. I love you guys' candor. I love your banter. I love your knowledge. I'm thoroughly impressed with your anime knowledge and in history. So whenever y'all see fit to come on back, the door is always open for you guys. So
thank you.
Yeah.
Gratitude.
So yeah, go ahead and y'all say what final words, and we get up out of here.
Y'all go before me. Yeah.
Well, we love y'all, man. Hey, we're 20 lords all day.
All day.
Hey, Val, no more drip chasing and all that wild gunning and thugging and shit. All right, just calm that.
No, I'm good. No, I'm good now.
That was his past.
I'm good. I'm 30. I'm good.
Saved and sanctified now.
Look, I got stabbed. I ain't trying to get stabbed no more. Hey, look, I'm good. I got stabbed. I got shot at. I'm a civilian.
Yeah.
My man living that thug life.
I do want to say this though, you know what I'm saying? We do love y'all. Please come out and, you know what I'm saying, see us. And, you know, we always love to have fun. You know, we do talk about marijuana, you know what I'm saying? So that's the 420 Lord.
I mean, we did a whole review of Kid Cannabis. Talk about that. Yeah.
So, you know, that, but for newcomers who want to get into anime, I'm gonna tell you right now, please check out Death Note, Naruto, and
don't do that.
My Hero Academia.
Well, before I let you guys go, are you guys watching Boruto at all?
Oh yeah, I'm waiting. I'm waiting on the new chapter to come out, the 82. Okay, I'm waiting on it.
Okay,
it's gonna get good.
I'm trying to get into it. I'm like, I get it.
Okay.
So,
I'll say this. At first, I hated it. I'm
gonna be honest with you. I was trying to be nice, but thank you.
Those first couple hundred episodes was trash.
Yeah,
they messed up the tuning exams.
Yeah,
no, I don't care about this soft shit. My bad. I don't care about this soft stuff. Look, get to the killing.
That's what we're here for.
He said, "Get to the point.
Get to the killing."
So this is my thing. It's two things that happen. First of all, they're talking about the time of peace, and when you're in the time of peace, it's gonna be boring. You ain't got no drama in the time of peace. When Naruto first started, it was a number of wars and stuff going on.
True.
Now everything's together, so the excitement is not going to be there. The second part of that is the.
You was in the Matrix, bro. You RoboCop, ain't you?
The second part to that is the original writer for Naruto didn't write the first 100 episodes.
Nah, that makes sense.
So that kind of did tank the legacy of it. Okay. But he came back. And he doing a hell of a job now. So I gotta give it a chance, bro. Cause he turning it up now. He righting his wrong. You know what I'm saying? He's doing right.
Okay.
So in the manga slide, the writer he aged them. So it's a time skip. And the time skip that brought me back. I'm not gonna lie. The time skip brought me back. So
yeah, you're gonna enjoy it.
You have to wait till I don't know if you're reading that, but you probably have to wait till the anime when it comes back. But it's not gonna come back until 2025. Something like that, because they're trying to basically make sure the anime is on point.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure the animation is
trying
good.
To catch up with One Piece. They see what One Piece.
Yes, that exactly. Because One Piece,
Bleach trying to do the same thing.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
Meanwhile, I've never seen neither one of them. Bleach, Naruto, Boruto. I'm sitting here like,
Wow.
I couldn't get into Naruto. I just couldn't get into it. I was just like,
I'm gonna get a coach. She gonna.
Yeah, I'm about to say, you gotta get up to speed, bro. Y'all can come out here in this world talking about. I ain't never seen Naruto. Like what? What you mean?
I'm fully. I am okay with that. I can't get into it. I'm sorry. Just
That's what's up. Well, once again, I thank you guys for coming on and blessing me. And like I said, whenever you guys are ready to come back, the door is always open. And yeah, with that being said, I thank everybody for hanging out with us. And we're gonna do it again real soon. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all night. Peace.
Peace.